Hey Seeker, Scorpio Seeker. Welcome to February and to the Existential Shift. Pleasure to have you. Okay. Oh, too many cards, but separately dropped the Wheel of Fortune. We're working with the Golden Universal Tarot. The South Node is in your sign. And yes, everything is going to change. Or repeat. What does that mean? It sounds very different. It is. It really depends. For those of you who made the same choices, repeated similar mistakes, you might call it, or placing yourself in places where it was time to let go of, then there will be an intense repetition of cycles, but in a more profound way in relation to how it's been so far, right? For the sake of getting you completely ridden and done with said cycle, said types of choices. However, if you have been making different choices, if you have been looking within and seeing the self and understanding where there is place for you to modify, and you have modified, then the life path from here on is going to be very, very different. Okay? So it's either really, really the same, only more intense, or released. Okay. Which one is it? It will vary between different lovelies of you out there. But the Wheel of Fortune showing up here, I feel like the process has been done, you know, and now it's okay. Cause and effect. Now there was the cause, now there is the effect that you'll see. Now, of course, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new dawn every single day. And every single day you can make better choices, different choices, whatever choices, bad choices, and shift things around. However, the results of past choices are already on their way. Okay? And again, this could be amazing. This could be a windfall and manifestations and really being elevated to the freaking Olympus. Or not. Again, depends. Show me more, please. Too many cards. Wait, is it too many? Yeah, it is too many cards. These cards use one by one, or two by two. The High Priestess. The High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. So, there's some intense undercurrent happening right now in your life, Scorpio. Some still waters run deep. Deep. It's so quiet that it's loud. Every knock echoes. but it's an echo that you feel physically and not necessarily, I mean, in your skin and in your inside, not necessarily as one of the four senses or five senses. It's almost like when you're underwater, but there's a really loud sound on shore, and if you were on shore, you would hear it like very, very loud, but because you're underwater, it gets sorry, I don't know how to describe it, but you know how loud it is, but the sensation is a bit different when you pick up on it underwater. The Hangman. Oh my goodness. Wow. 3 major arcanas. Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, and the Hangman. Wow, that is some deep shit. What are you doing, Scorpio? You are seeking something. You are learning something. You are creating a completely different life perspective. Your viewpoint just shifts and turns 180. I can help you with that practice. Next time you go on your regular walk, in the regular route, sit at a different bench in a corner or an angle that you haven't before, or on a rock. Take a slightly different turn. Change the pace. These seemingly small things trigger something in our psyche and in our energetic body and vortex, and it expands you massively. Like, it allows you to view life itself and yourself from a different perspective. It just kind of trickles into it, those little exercises. Some of you are trainees of someone with very, very high knowledge. You are seeking a teacher, or you have found a teacher. You're already studying with this person. But these are like possibly either very esoteric, very spiritual, mystical studies. You're possibly dealing with some sort of a guru. Maybe you are yourself a type of a guru, but suddenly the Wheel of Fortune looks like a clock to me. Looks like with dials that move. So something with the study of time, possibly history. The history of witches, or theosophies, or theologies. Pisces also had it come through, something with the dark arts, but knowledge-wise, there's also Jesus consciousness here. And when I say Jesus consciousness, it's not limited to Christianity at all. It's a 360 viewpoint. It's placing yourself within every single living organism. And don't tell me that you do if you still eat meat. Then you don't, and that's okay. Not everyone is. It's an intense statement. But someone who manages to actually place themselves and have direct empathy, to pointed empathy to every living organism, does not eat animals. Okay. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just putting a mirror into your face, because that's what you come here for. Okay, so don't play these games with me. Don't be like, yeah, I'm that person. I'm that empathic. I put myself in every single person's shoes. Stop. If you had, it would physically hurt you to indulge on the slaughter of an innocent animal. Physically. You would feel. So you would have felt your frequency changes as you swallow this, as you swallow death. As you swallow death, yeah. So it's okay. You don't have to have this look, just the last part that I mentioned, the whole Christ consciousness placing itself in every single living organism. That's what I was referring to. But from start to then, I think it applies to most of you who are drawn to this reading. Just that part, be honest with yourself. Okay. Why are we getting these really intense messages for Scorpio? Other than the fact that it's, well, Scorpio. And it's very fitting. Respectfully, I'm saying this. I'm picking up on something's got to give, something's got to change. I'm picking up energetic alignment, aligning with the words, have the actions align with the words. There's possible dissonance between words and acts. And that can never lead to ascension. It will always be of dissension when there's dissonance between the actions and the words. There's no way to expand through this because there's constant inner repelling, right? The words repel the actions repel the words. So if there's no synergy there of the self-expression to the world versus the acts, so this is something I can point out for you in case you feel like something is off. That might be it. Someone is quietly sacrificing something for the sake of something bigger. Someone is not giving out, they're not opening up with who they are, with information. It's not a hide and seek, it's not a deceit kind of thing. It's just they're a very complex individual and they don't trust. I don't think they trust you. I don't think they trust people. But if that's the case, it doesn't come from necessarily from trauma or issues. It comes from an aspect of wisdom. So I'm not sure how it's playing out, how you perceive it, but you might be perceiving it from your own mindset, but it's not actually how you perceive it. Now, again, this could be the other way around. This could be how someone else is experiencing you. Scorpio for February. Ace of Swords, 5 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and 2 of Cups. Scorpio collective of seekers. There's a new romance. It's going to start as somewhat of a competition, or the perception of a competition. Maybe there's some challenges, some blocks, but it's going to be resolved very, very fast. Like very fast. There's going to be, I see a lot of feelings, a lot of expression of a lot of romantic feelings. I think this could have been something that has been an undercurrent, like something hidden, not expressed. Maybe someone was holding their feelings, not saying them, but with the Ace of Swords and the Five of Wands, someone is like really waking up with a desire to act. They feel called to act and to say and to express. So someone might express their feelings for you, Scorpio, or it could be the other way around. Maybe you're expressing your feelings to this person. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. There's some sort of a painful ending. And then we have the Devil. And then we have Judgment. That's... Okay, let's talk. Secrets are going to be revealed. Someone will be called out on some sort of ill behavior, a manipulative act, a deceit tendency, like something is going to be exposed. And I think because there's a lot of light imbued into this situation with the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, the Hangman, and the Ace of Swords. So a lot of light and frequency of truth is descending upon this narrative, this situation, whoever is involved, whatever the situation may be. And it's like when you pour soap to dirty corners, then all the dirt comes out in a sea, right? It exposes itself, it shows itself. So it's almost like this situation will be seen with clarity, because energy will somehow shed light on it. It will just kind of come to light somehow, and it will be quite dramatic. It will be a quite dramatic thing, and someone will be cut out of something. And it will be quite final. Now, it's like, I mean, listen, this is one hell of an archetype that is coming through. There's Archangel Michael and Lucifer Morningstar, right? So in the ancient tale, in the ancient biblical tale, it's Archangel Michael that fought off Lucifer off of heaven and had him descend to earth, right? It was a battle. So with the Ace of Swords here, with the Five of Wands, I pick up on like a very intense battle between... Now, to all my light bearers out there, I'm using this archetype to express the notion of, I feel like there's a battle between good and bad, but the energies, the sky, are intervening, and it's not even going to be a showdown between two individuals. I feel like the showdown has happened, but spirit is meddling for for the sake of truth to be revealed and dealt with. But so I'm not saying Lucifer Morningstar is evil. I know. But just to use the biblical archetype of the story, just to express how looks like it's going to be a real showdown battle. But again, it's going to happen in the higher spheres somehow, and it will trickle into this realm, and the cord will be cut. Something will just happen. It's going to be swift. It's going to be swift. It's going to be cutting. It's going to be shocking. It's going to be like, wait, what? It's going to go from have to not have in a matter of seconds. So if you dealt with this energy, whatever gunky energy this is, yeah, it's over. It's done. It's going to be over. Two. I have a lot of ones here and a lot of twos here. I think a lot of you are going to be 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Divinity and the notion of wholesomeness is going to guide the fragmented aspect of itself that is played out as you to another fragmented aspect of itself, but that is being expressed in this world as someone else, but it will connect you. So there's some sort of unification of two fragmented aspects of spirit that, one of them is you, another is a person, another is a coming together of some sort. Could have been a long time coming, could have been something that was many lifetimes been separated and kind of roaming in the world and having different experiences, and now it's like time to merge the two different pieces of that soul. I want you to see the table because it's so... Okay. Major arcana is here, and the minor arcana is here. Okay. Now, this is very dark, especially here with the Ten of Swords kind of hanging out, hanging around, There's something very dark here. I have to say this. There's someone, Scorpio. I don't assume that it's not you. It could be you. It could be someone else. This is a general reading for a lot of people. So there's the narrative, and you need to place yourself in the story, right? However, one aspect of this narrative has done some pretty shady, manipulative things, and they've hidden a lot. Scorpio, if you hid a lot of stuff and you've done so in a way that is maybe not benevolent, I would advise to act now to try to resolve or maybe reduce the damage. Okay. If not, if it's someone else, then I wouldn't worry, Scorpio, because this shit is coming to light and it's ending. It's like so... I also feel like someone has done some undercover work, like some investigative work, some like they've checked, they went deeper into the details, they went deeper into analyzing the situation. This could be someone from the outside, wanting to get a clearer picture of whatever this is. Maybe they've changed their perspective, looked at it from a different angle. we want to know about this, right? Is there anything you can tell Scorpio, please, about this Two of Cups here? Page of Swords. You're going to get some sort of communication about a possible ending of a relationship. Doesn't mean that it's your relationship that it's ending. Could be, but it could also be outside of you that somehow is related to you or has a connection to you in some way, shape, or form. But we will go deeper into your love life, love, right now in the extended, which you can find below in the description box. It's available on Vimeo and on Patreon. I do hope you consider checking Patreon out. Okay? And there's also Tarot Masterclass Bunkai if you want to study tarot with me while undergoing a shamanic spiritual journey with me. Check it out. I'll see you in a sec.